Hi guys, I'm Mikey, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you what might be the best way to create websites in 2025. We're going to be using a tool called Reweb, and Reweb is a tool where you can explore and generate designs using AI very quickly. Then you can get your design that you've made, maybe it's a dashboard, a landing page, a component or website, and you can export the code or you can copy and paste it into Figma. So on this home page, you see we have a few suggestions with a prompt box. You can add image references and you can explore a few of these examples made by the community. So what we're going to do, I actually want to build like a charity website or non-profit website, and I've built a few of these and shipped them to a few charities recently. And as you can see from this design that I want to build on, it doesn't look great. Maybe the colors are off. I don't like some of these sections and I don't like the layout overall, and it's a bit too short. So we're going to use Reweb to rebuild this and expand on it and make it better. So before we start building, let's try and have a chat with AI to better understand and develop our content and our copy as well, and the layout of the sections as well. So what I'm going to do, I've already got some copy that we can use as a reference from that image, and I'm going to say, for a charity website, what sections do we need on the home page? Please list them all. And then we're just going to get an idea of the basic visual structure that we need. And I've got a custom Gemini gem, so it's actually just giving me example styling that we can use as well. But as you can see, if we go down here, we have pages, then we have home page here, we have all of these different sections. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This looks good. And what I'm going to say, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to say, use this section layout and add the copy I will paste to the sections. And then I'm going to put the sections, paste this, and then I'm going to put copy. I'm actually going to say, and use the copy and brackets and expand on the copy / use it as a reference and context. Just change this. I'm going to get the copy, Command A, Command C. So I'm going to copy this, paste this in here. I'm going to see what it comes up with. Hopefully it just inputs all of our copy into the sections. Perfect, so we've got all of our copy inside the section, and now I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to go into Reweb, and I'm going to paste it in here, and I'm going to say, create a home page for a charity / non-profit website called, let me get the name because I've just forgotten. Go to Figma. It's called Hope Children's Trust. Nice. So Hope Children's Trust. And then I'm just going to enter this. I'm going to see what Reweb generates. And as you can see, it says analyze request, name component, generating theme, and you're going to see it's going to create this very quickly in a moment. Yep, it's already started building. The nav bar is already done. Now I can do the hero section. Perfect. Very quickly as well. The metrics. Okay, I actually like this color scheme. It's very friendly and palatable for this sort of young children, young people use case. Got the mission, our core programs, a nice layout as well. And we have these AI generated images, which is a nice bonus as well. You don't have to worry about generating these images or finding them from like Pexels or Unsplash. We have the testimonials as well. And the news section. And it will just continue to finish building this. Reweb is finished and we've got this nice home page, and I actually like the design. It's clean. It's exactly what a charity website needs to be. Clean and relatively simple as well. Now there's one thing we could do. We could make these buttons bigger, so I can simply just click on this button and say increase the top and bottom padding of the buttons. I'm going to put all the buttons, press enter, and hopefully it will increase the top and bottom padding of the buttons here. Okay, so it didn't quite do that, so what I can do is I can click on the spacing and actually do this manually. So if I increase this and I increase this, you'll see that the padding is increasing like that. I think 22, that's nice, and then maybe increase this 36. What you can see here is that we've got a nice looking home page already, and what we can do actually, we can click on this and we can click on create related component. I'm going to say create an about us page, click on generate, and it should generate an about us page in the same style as this home page. And it's very quickly, in about a minute, generated this about page in the same styling as its home page. It's even added more images as well, which is really nice. And we've got a really clean layout with our story, mission and values, the team section, which you could connect to like a backend or a CMS, kind of impacts, our impacts, recognition, and CTA, and the same footer as well. So you can see that very quickly you can create a whole fleshed out website design that you can say, hey, I've built this website for you already, come and take a look, and then quickly get feedback on the design phase from the clients. This really saves a lot of time. No need to have an extensive or drawn out period of finalizing or iterating a design. You can simply just come to Reweb, generate the design, copy it to Figma, or keep in Reweb and use a link like this, a preview link, and send it to a potential client. So now, what if I want to take this into something else? So if I want to copy this into Figma, I can click on copy to Figma. It's copied on my clipboard. Simply come into Figma, and I can go here and press Command V, paste it, and you can see that some of the things haven't quite been applied properly, but what we can do a quick cleanup of this by, we can go back to Reweb, and then you can copy this, come back to Figma, you can enter text, paste it here temporarily. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to drag this up here, and then I'm going to actually just paste the text back in here, and then we've got the text, and then you can just use a fill temporarily for all these boxes, because obviously it's not going to copy across the images, but you can add them yourself later. So just like that, you can have a design that you can send to your client or give to your client to use as a reference of what the final development is going to look like. And another thing you can do is you can go back here, click on view code and copy this prompt. You can go to something like Lovable and paste this in here, and then we can also go back here and copy this CSS styling as well and paste it underneath and say use this CSS styling, and you can paste it underneath. Okay, so it says user limits reached, so I'm actually going to undo this, and Lovable will build this in a few minutes. While we're waiting for Lovable, this is something I designed earlier, just a simple SaaS landing page, and what I did, I copied the code, I went into Lovable and I pasted it. I didn't paste the CSS, so that's why it looks like it has generic styling, but you can see it's very clean and exactly the same layout and structure as the Reweb design. And I can just simply go into here, go into code, go to CSS, copy CSS and say to Lovable, restyle this site using the below CSS, and then just paste that in there and see what Lovable does to the styling. Lovable's finished, and look at this very nice looking website we've just generated. I didn't use a CSS, so Lovable's thought by itself and applied its own styling, which is also looking nice too. I actually really like these icons that Reweb seem to generate as well. And you can see we've got the images, very clean layout, and Lovable's actually gone ahead and made this a ticker. Even though it's not perfect, we can definitely prompt it to make it better. But I like the fact that Lovable's taking initiative here. And then we've got this and this. And we can further create these pages simply by copying and pasting the code for each of the pages that we generate from Reweb to Lovable. And you can see how quickly you can go from simple idea to final product or website just by using Reweb for the design and then copying it into Figma. You can even take it to something like Framer as well using the plugin, or something like Lovable to actually generate the website in code. Just something I wanted to point out, that to copy the CSS you actually copy this here and not this, so copy this and then you go back and paste it. And finally back to this SaaS landing page, we can see that the correct styling has been applied and it looks really nice, and it looks a lot better than the generic black and white. And then you can just go ahead and implement your own brand colors, your own images and assets as well, and get set up with a landing page very quickly. So that was a process and one of the best ways to actually generate and design websites in 2025 by using AI to generate this. And then you can scroll down, and the last thing I want to show before we end the video is that you can actually go into theme and you can change the styling here manually by yourself before you take it into another platform or paste it. So what you can do, you can simply click here and you can change the font. So maybe for the sans serif we want DM sans, and then maybe for headings we want the same DM sans. Actually, let's change this back to Inter. I think Inter is more legible. So let's go to Inter, and then, oh, wrong one, Inter, and then headings, maybe DM sans. And we've got our custom fonts already, and you can actually change the serif and the monospace as well. Increase the radius of the buttons. So if we want fully pilled buttons, we can go in here and we can set it to 1.5, and then what I can do, I can go back, it will save automatically, and I can click on this and I can press or type in make this a dark mode site, and we should see this turn into a dark mode SaaS landing page rather than this being light mode. I actually paused the video in case it took long, but it literally took 2 seconds, literally 2 seconds, and boom, we've got this dark mode, and I can copy and paste this again. So that's what I'm going to do. Actually, let me copy this to Figma. I'm going to copy this to Figma. I'm going to wait, perfect, and then go into Figma, and you just delete this, don't need this anymore. I'm going to come here, paste Command V, and this is literally perfect. It's exactly the same as what we had, and you can take this into something like Framer or Webflow or your favorite website building tool, and you can quickly come here and edit things that you need to change. For example, this headline, we can just stretch this, align it to the middle, and then boom, just little things like this, and with like 1-2 minutes of tweaking, you have a perfect design that you can then go and develop or send to your client for feedback. So that was a quick demonstration on how to generate websites the most effective and efficient way in 2025 by using something called Reweb, designing it using AI, tweaking it with the styling and with prompts, and then you can copy it to Figma or copy and paste the code into something like Lovable and produce a nice clean website or design. So thank you guys for watching. Have any questions, any queries, any comments, let me know down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.